Keep going, keep going. The Last Lecture is a nonfiction book that was written by Randy Pausch, who was a computer science professor at Carnegie Mellon, who really liked Disney, and also had 3 young children and a wife. This book isn't written in chronological order, so you won't be getting the information that I'm providing in the same order, but you'll still be getting it one way or another. Randy Pausch signs up for something called a Last Lecture, and the Last Lecture is a series where professors are asked to consider their demise and to ruminate on what matters most to them. After signing up for this, Randy Pausch actually figures out that he has 10 tumors, and that he is dying of cancer and only has a few months to live. This makes it kind of a cruel twist of fate. Even though Randy Pausch wants to spend more time with his family because he realizes that he's dying, he still decides to do the Last Lecture to impart wisdom and his love to his children and his wife. The purpose of this book is to impart wisdom onto his wife and kids, and since his kids are still young and he won't be able to be there through certain periods of their life, he wants to really give wisdom in any way that he can, and it's come in the form of this book and his actual lecture at Carnegie Mellon. I really like this book because of the way it was written and what it was presenting. The way it was written, it's very easy to just hop back into the book even after you've been away from it for a long time. Since it doesn't go in chronological order, even if you jump back in at a strange point, you won't necessarily feel lost. So that's always very helpful. My favorite part of the book was this one chapter, I think it was 55, I believe, where Randy Pausch and his dad went to Disney World, and it was a very simple premise. His kid wanted to ride in the front of a train, and all he had to do was ask, and his father was bewildered, and essentially the entire theme of that chapter was sometimes you just have to ask, and I thought it was just very nice, and it was a very happy moment when there was usually a lot of very depressing stuff that had to do with his cancer and his treatment, and it was a very nice break of pace, I guess you could say. I think that if you like books that are really a roller coaster of emotions, you'll really enjoy this book because there's so many happy points but so many sad points. It's very, very touching. So anyone who really likes very touching books would really enjoy this book. This book is very inspiring due to the fact that it really portrays the fact that you never know how much time you have left and you should live life to the fullest. It also talks about how you should always take chances because it might be your last chance. And as Andy Pausch says, brick walls are there for a reason. They're not there to keep you out. They're there to see if you really want something enough. To see if you're willing to try hard enough to actually get the thing that you want. I would really recommend this book to anyone who really wants to have a book that makes them go deep into thought, and a book that really inspires you to live your life to the fullest. This book requires little to no prior knowledge to actually get into. It's very easy to hop into, so don't worry about understanding specific things to actually get full enjoyment out of the book. I really enjoyed this book, and I hope that if others read it, they will also really enjoy the book.
And now, I'm gonna go enjoy my life to the fullest.
And then I can record a video of myself, like, rolling in the snow or something. That's a bad idea, to be honest.